All right, now, next year, some people might be making some adjustments in some things they're doing, maybe even looking for a new job. And in order to get a good job these days, there are really interesting types of interviews going on. It's not like how it used to be where you just sit down, tell them about yourself, and, they give you the job. No, things have changed. And that's why we're having a sit down with Dr. Odabo Ejumudo. He is a passionate speaker, trainer, and coach. He has an enormous interest in building sustainable businesses that deliver value through a committed and fulfilled workforce. Today, we're talking about how to sell yourself like a pro, wow your job interviewers, and of course, land that dream job. Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you, Titi. Good to be here.
Okay, so land job, before you put dream in front, dream job, land a job first is what's on many people's minds.
Yeah.
They just want to get through the interview, get through, What is it that they are to expect from an interview in 2024?
Yes, thank you. I like the way you said 2024 because, like you mentioned, things have really changed. And people have to understand that the market is saturated. There's lots of talent, not only in Nigeria, across the world. So if you're going for a job, research shows that at least 50 people have been reserved to be interviewed for that same role.
Wow.
So what separates you from someone else? You have a master's in Uniben or Unilag. Someone has a master's in Lagos Business School. The next person has a master's in London Business School. So what are you going to do differently? That is why you have to understand the skills, the mindset you need to go to use when going for a job interview. Yeah.
Mindset.
Yes.
Mindset and confidence and certain level of poise does come with this whole interview thing now.
Extremely. The right word I would use is perception. It's really all about perception. And there's a journey to it. There's a journey about knowing you, knowing your story and liking you. If I know you and I like you, there's a higher possibility that you'll get the job, right? But if you come and you're very robotic and you're poised and confident, but there's something about you that's so robotic, I can't wrap my head around it.
Okay.
There's a possibility you might not get that job, right? So there's a balance. There's a nice balance between confidence, your skill. In fact, communicating your skill, communicating your story is also another point that really makes people lose it. Yeah.
So now some people might feel their story isn't as interesting as someone else's and probably might end up adding some half-truths into that story. So we're not encouraging people to lie during an interview, right? We're not encouraging people to put on an act.
No.
But what exactly are we telling them to do?
Okay. I usually tell my clients that you have to understand your story, right? You don't go and, like you said, go and bake facts. Your story, but many people underestimate their success stories and they break it and they just go and say things that are not very interesting. Everybody has an interesting story. Everybody is a hero in their story. So you have to find a way to bring that hero up. Tell them the achievements you've had over your career.
Okay.
Say the relevant story, not some weird things like I'm the first child of 10 children, I'm the breadwinner. Oh, that's not a story nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants a victim mentality person coming to the work in their workplace. So it's a curated experience you have to deliver when you go into that interview.
All right, then. So can we go into practicals now?
Yes.
Can we do a practical example? So I'm looking for a project manager, right? And I work in a manufacturing firm, and you are the interviewee, right?
Yes.
I'm the interviewer now.
Yes.
So you say you have a doctorate in this field. Can you explain why you feel you are the best candidate for this job?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Yes, first of all, I worked in a couple of great places. I worked in GSK, General Electric, and the majority of what we did there was manufacturing, the same product line which you are doing now. And over the course of 8 years, my working there, I've won 5 awards while working there, all for excellence within Nigeria and Africa. I manage the African space, and I have several project managers that I work with. And for us, it's not about just delivering products with excellence. We want to make sure that it's products that our customers use, products our customers love, right? So that's what we're all about. Apart from the awards and my ability to manage people, it has really helped me excel while I've been there.
All right. What is the one thing that makes you stand out? We have about 50 other candidates waiting for us in the reception. Talk to us about why we should pick you.
Okay, let me tell you a story. I used to be an engineer, right? But I wasn't happy being an engineer. I wanted to do more than just be an engineer. So I took those skills and I got my first job in General Electric. And that helped me, those transferable skills helped me while I was doing that. The determination and my skill set helped me shine in the workplace. So I'm not about just work. I'm about delivering results. And I don't accept no. I don't accept it's not possible. Let me give you another story. So there's a particular project, we had to launch a conference, and we needed to get on board certain vendors. It was pretty hard getting it because everybody wanted something for themselves, but I was able to convince them to do it out of pocket. So we had the largest conference last year, and it was all over Nigeria and Ghana, and we didn't have to pay any vendor to do it. They all did it based on their own. So that's the kind of thing I bring to it, to the table.
So, so you're getting very close to getting this job, but can you tell me one challenge you were able to overcome and how you're able to overcome it?
Challenge for me was transiting. When I was going from engineering into manufacturing, it was a total shift. It was nothing related. And people kept telling me, you can't do this. You studied for so many years. And for me, it was the mental torture. But I was determined I wanted a life of adventure. I wanted a life of creativity. So I stuck to it and I landed my dream job.
All right. Congratulations. You are now the newest project manager for TVC Communications. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team.
Thank you very much.
All right, then. And on that note, I actually have to say the way you answered the questions, I didn't feel like you were acting. I didn't feel like you were telling, a white lie or two.
Yes.
Even if you probably were.
Yes.
But I'm glad that you were able to give examples and showcase what you're supposed to look like, how you're supposed to sound, and how you're supposed to say it. And hopefully someone watching right now has learned a thing or two this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you, Titi.
We'll see you again next week.
All right.
All right, then. You need to make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tell us what you think when you use the post. We're going to be posting this up on YouTube as well. Make sure you go there, click the notification bell, and of course, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss great information like this. We have a quick break coming your way right now. You don't want to go anywhere.